Picture this, it's March 20th, 2003. The world is holding its breath. Under the dark skies of Baghdad, the night is shattered by a series of massive explosions. This isn't a movie. This is the beginning of what the United States called Operation Iraqi Freedom. We know it as the Second Gulf War, or the Iraq War. So how did we get here? The official story, the one that dominated every news channel, was about weapons of mass destruction, or WMDs. The US and its allies, primarily the United Kingdom, claimed that Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein was hiding a vast arsenal of chemical and biological weapons, and was maybe even trying to build a nuclear bomb. The fear was palpable. In a post-9/11 world, the idea of these weapons falling into the wrong hands was a nightmare scenario. President George W. Bush drew a line in the sand, giving Saddam an ultimatum: disarm or face the consequences. The invasion itself was a display of overwhelming military power. They called it shock and awe. Coalition forces, led by the US, swept across the desert from Kuwait. The initial phase of the war was fast. In just 3 weeks, on April 9th, American troops rolled into Baghdad. The iconic image from that day, a massive statue of Saddam Hussein in Firdo Square being pulled down, with an American flag briefly draped over its face before being replaced by an Iraqi one. For many, it felt like victory, the end of a brutal dictatorship. The war, it seemed, was over, but it wasn't, not even close. This is where the story takes a sharp, brutal turn. The hunt for those WMDs, it came up empty. Investigators scoured the country, but the stockpiles that were the very justification for the war were never found. This revelation was a political bombshell that still has echoes today. It completely changed the public perception of the conflict. With the conventional war over, a new, far deadlier phase began: the insurgency. The power vacuum left by Saddam's fall was filled by chaos. Different groups, Sunni militants, Shia militias, foreign fighters like Al-Qaeda in Iraq, began a guerrilla war against the occupying forces and against each other. Cities like Fallujah and Ramadi became infamous battlegrounds. The dream of a quick, clean victory had dissolved into a long, bloody, and incredibly complex occupation. The human cost was immense, with hundreds of thousands of Iraqi civilians and thousands of coalition soldiers losing their lives in the years that followed. So when we look back at the Iraq War, what do we see? We see a conflict born from the fears of a post-9/11 world. We see a swift military victory that quickly descended into a chaotic and violent insurgency. And we see a legacy that is incredibly complicated: the removal of a dictator, but at the cost of unleashing forces that destabilized an entire region, the consequences of which we are still dealing with to this very day. It serves as a powerful and painful lesson on the unpredictable nature of war.